Raab has urged the US to pile pressure onto the European Union into publicly ruling out a hard border on the island of Ireland as time runs out to agree a post-Brexit trade deal, after Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden lashed out at the UK's own position. The Democrats have this week issued several public warnings over Brexit talks between the UK and European Union, as the row over Boris Johnson's plan to override key elements of the Brexit withdrawal agreement with the Internal Market Bill continues to escalate. But Foreign Secretary Mr. Raab used the third day of his visit to Washington to try to turn the spotlight onto Brussels. He said, "I think it would be helpful for all those concerned about this to elicit the same unilateral, absolute commitment not to require any infrastructure at the border between the North and the South. So far it's actually only the UK that has said that. I think actually if the EU did come out and make the same commitment it would also help the negotiations. So I hope our American colleagues will reinforce that point on both sides." But the UK has faced a huge backlash from prominent Democrats and US congressmen, who have warned they would block a US-UK free trade deal if the Good Friday Agreement is undercut in any way. Mr. Biden waded into the war of words as the Foreign Secretary was meeting Nancy Pelosi, the Democratic Speaker of the House of Representatives. He tweeted, "We can't allow the Good Friday Agreement that brought peace to Northern Ireland to become a casualty of Brexit. Any trade deal between the US and UK must be contingent upon respect for the agreement and preventing the return of a hard border." Period. The intervention from Mr. Biden sparked a furious backlash from Conservative Party Brexiteers, with some comparing the remarks to meddling in UK-EU negotiations. Ian Duncan Smith told The Times, "We don't need lectures on the Northern Ireland peace deal from Mr. Biden. If I were him I would worry more about the need for a peace deal in the USA to stop the killing and rioting before lecturing other sovereign nations." David Davis, the former Brexit secretary, said, "Perhaps Mr. Biden should talk to the EU since the only threat of an invisible border in Ireland would be if they insisted on levying tariffs."